All right, let's talk about that moment, that really painful moment in zero DTE trading. And you know what I'm talking about. It's not finding the entry. No, it's watching a fantastic trade, a trade that's up 80%, suddenly start to pull back. And you just watch it go down to 20% or even turn into a loss, all because you just hesitated. Well, today we're going to build the system to make sure that never, ever happens to you again.
Yeah, this quote right here, this isn't just some random saying. For too many traders, this is a gut-wrenching reality. This is what we call the profit-loss roller coaster, and it's fueled by emotion, by greed, and by fear. But you know what? The pros, they don't ride this roller coaster. They have a system, and that system is the only way to get off for good. This is where most traders really stumble. It's not in finding the trade, believe it or not. It's in managing it once they're in. The real difference between walking away with a consistent profit versus constant regret, it isn't your entry signal, it's your management system. And that is exactly what we're going to focus on today. So let's just cut right to the chase. The single, absolute biggest mistake you can make is hitting that buy button without a crystal clear, predefined plan for your exit. You don't get to figure it out on the fly when your P&L is flashing and your emotions are running wild. You have to have a set of rules before you enter. So let's build that strategy right now. And of course, just a quick reminder, everything we discuss here is for educational purposes only. All trading involves a ton of risks, so please always do your own research.
Okay, rule number one. This is the absolute bedrock of a professional trading approach. You must, and I mean must, know your profit target before you even think about placing the trade. Now, what's really important about this table is that it's not about just picking a random number that feels good. It's logical. For compression setup, right, where the price is coiling tighter over a few hours, a 50 to 100% target makes a lot of sense. But for something like a value area rejection, that's a much stronger momentum signal, so we can be a bit more aggressive and aim higher, somewhere between 60 and 120%. And then you've got your pin range scalp, which is a really quick in and out type of move. The targets are smaller, sure, but you're aiming to capture them much, much faster.
The principle here is so simple, but this is where the discipline comes in. It's not about getting greedy. It's not about hoping for more. It's about systematically taking what the market gives you based on the plan you made when you were calm and objective. If your target for a trade is 75% and it hits 75%, you exit, period. You don't suddenly change your mind and decide to hold out for 100%. Your discipline is your single greatest asset. Okay, so your trade is working, it's in the green. Now the real battle begins. It's a battle against your own mind, against fear and greed. Rule number 2 is all about replacing those destructive emotions with a simple, mechanical process for taking your profits off the table. So instead of this super stressful all-or-nothing game where you have to perfectly time the absolute top of a move, which is basically impossible, we use a professional tactic called scaling out. Think of it as paying yourself as the trade develops. With every piece you sell, you're reducing your risk and locking in a guaranteed profit. And this method right here is how you make a winning trade almost stress-free. It's brilliant in its simplicity. When you hit that first profit target you set back in Rule 1, you sell 75% of your contracts. Boom. The pressure is immediately off. You have officially banked a winning trade. That last 25%, that's your runner. And now you can let it ride toward a bigger target, knowing that no matter what happens from here on out, you've already made money. You're playing with the house's money now. And this chart just drives the point home perfectly. Sure, look, if the trade goes absolutely perfectly to your final target, yeah, the all-in strategy might give you a slightly bigger win. But honestly, how often does that actually happen without a scary pullback? The scaled-out method locks in a substantial, guaranteed gain. It protects you from those awful reversals that turn a great trade into a mediocre one or even a loser. It's all about consistency over trying to hit home runs. All right, now let's talk about something that gets a lot of traders into a world of hurt. Sometimes a trade works out so well that you get tempted. You want to add more contracts, to really maximize the move. Well, there's a disciplined, professional way to do this, and then there's a way that just completely blows up accounts. Let's make absolutely sure you know the difference. The visual here just says it all, doesn't it? The right way is like building a pyramid. You start with a strong, profitable foundation. Your first entry is your largest. Then any additions are smaller. You're building on strength. The wrong way, that inverted pyramid, that's what desperate traders do. They add more to a losing position, hoping it'll come back. That's called averaging down, and in zero DTE trading, it is an absolute account killer. Let me repeat that. You never, ever average down. So if you're even thinking about adding to a winning position, it cannot be based on a gut feeling. It has to be a checklist. And you have to meet all 4 of these very strict conditions. 1, your original trade must already be a solid winner, up at least 30%. 2, you need a new technical reason to enter. 3, you have to have enough time on your side, at least 90 minutes left in the day. And 4, you still need to have room for the trade to run to its main target. If even one of these conditions is missing, the answer is just no. When in doubt, you just stick to the original plan. And honestly, here's the bottom line, the real pro tip. If you are even the slightest bit unsure, just don't add. Consistency in trading comes from a simple, repeatable process. Adding to winners is an advanced tactic. You know what's not? Mastering a single, well-executed entry and then scaling out of it. That is the true path to consistent profitability. Don't overcomplicate things. Okay, we've covered a lot, but now we've come to the most important rule of them all. This is the big one. This is the non-negotiable law that instills ultimate discipline and protects your capital above absolutely everything else. This rule overrides your profit targets, it overrides your analysis, and it definitely overrides your feelings.
You know, a lot of traders completely forget that with zero data expiration options, you're actually fighting a battle on 2 different fronts. You're not just betting on which way the price will go, you're also fighting this invisible force that gets stronger and stronger with every single minute that ticks by. That's right, your biggest enemy is the clock. Time decay, what we call theta, it accelerates like you wouldn't believe in the final hours of the trading day. It is a relentless, merciless force that will absolutely destroy your options value, even if the stock price isn't moving against you at all. In the afternoon, theta is your single greatest threat. And you cannot hope your way out of theta decay. You can't just cross your fingers and wish for a big move in the last few minutes to save you. Hope is the gambler's fallacy. You need a defense. You need a hard, non-negotiable deadline, a final line in the sand that you never, ever cross, no matter what. Memorize this time. Burn it into your brain. 3:30 p.m. Eastern. This is it. This is your final, non-negotiable exit time.
And when I say no exceptions, I mean absolutely 0 exceptions. I don't care if you're at a profit. I don't care if you're at a loss. I don't care if you have a feeling the market is about to rally into the close. At 3:30 p.m., you are flat, you close the trade, you walk away, and you live to fight another day.
This right here, this discipline is what separates professional traders from gamblers. The goal isn't to win every single trade. Nobody does that. The goal is to preserve your capital so that you have money to trade with tomorrow. Letting a position go to 0 in the final minutes because you were hoping, that is the cardinal sin of 0 DTE trading. This rule prevents that from ever happening. And that's really what this all boils down to. We've just laid out a complete, logical system for managing your trades. But look, these rules are useless if you don't have the discipline to follow them every single trade, every single day. So, if building that kind of discipline and gaining a systematic edge is your goal, then make sure you subscribe to the Elite Trade Radar channel for more explainers just like this one. If this helps you out, do me a favor and hit that like button and maybe share it with another trader who you think needs to see it. Thanks so much for watching.